You're on.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's Monday night. It's home base team up. And oh my goodness, look at the numbers are growing. I know that we're excited because number one of our guest speaker tonight, Janet Black, but also we're excited because Austin is like 16 days away. And so this is a really, really special call because I absolutely respect and admire our guest tonight, Janet Black. I had the privilege of working with her personally 2 years ago as I think we were closing Indianapolis, and I got to work with Janet, and it was exhilarating. So I want to talk to you a little bit about Janet Black. Number one, you know, we're talking the Vice President of U.S. Sales, 16 days out from conference, and she says yes to being on this call with us tonight. That just, it's extraordinary. So let me tell you why I respect Janet Black so much is that, well, I'm going to read to you what her bio says because this is her to a T. Number one, she's always had a passion for the entrepreneurial spirit. And that's what we all are, entrepreneurs. She has long viewed this industry, direct selling, as a pathway to inspire others to become the best that they can be. And personally leading others, particularly women, to strive for personal excellence and to recognize their potential is at the top of her priority list. So Janet began her own direct selling experience while she was in college at Jafra, with Jafra Cosmetics as a representative, and then later went on to a 19-year career with Avon Products. Listen to this, her first 10 years were spent partnering with representatives to build their businesses, okay? And as her career progressed, she spent 9 years at the corporate headquarters in New York City. You know, we could all start singing Billy Joel's Uptown Girl right now. All right. There she served the North American Avon representatives as the Director of Events and Incentives and the Executive Director of Sales Support before concluding her career as the Director of Global Sales Support and Incentives, where she influenced global plans and initiatives. She earned her Bachelor's of Science degree from the University of Tennessee and her MBA from Regis University in Colorado. She has 2 homes. She lives in Knoxville, Tennessee, but she also has a residence in Collierville, Tennessee, so that she can be close to the Juice Plus office. Guys, it's my honor, it's my privilege. Janet, welcome to our home base call tonight.
Thank you, Kathy. I've been looking forward to it, Terry, all day long. So thanks for having me.
Well, you know, I got to spend some time with you again just recently in Ashland. And that was such a beautiful venue. We had such a good time. And I love the stories that you told. I love your vision for the future. So, you know, you kind of came out of retirement. Why did you say yes to Juice Plus? And why are we in the right place at the right time? And why is Austin so important?
Wow, those are 3 really big questions. I had an opportunity to conclude my career at Avon, and I had, just for a little bit of background, I had been away from what I would consider my immediate family, my parents, my sisters, all of my aunts, uncles, cousins, for about 26 years. So right after graduating college, my husband and I married, and off we go to start our own life. And that's been 36 years ago. We just celebrated number 36, and we have 2 amazing kids, of which I couldn't be prouder. I think that's just one of the most incredible opportunities any woman has, is to have children and watch them grow. So we're super excited about our kids, both of whom just got married recently this summer. So super excited about that. But we always knew that family was our main objective, and going back home, which we were high school sweethearts. So we lived within just miles of one another, and our families lived within miles of one another. And we always knew we would get back to Knoxville. Knoxville is home base to us and has been, even though we didn't live there for 26 years or longer, we knew we wanted to go home. So the opportunity presented itself, and I said yes to that, which then to some degree took me a little bit out of the running for any position within a direct selling organization. So because of the role that I played at Avon, I had to basically take a hiatus. So I went to work at my church, of which I love dearly. I enjoy traveling and serving other people. So I was the director of our missions organization at our church. And I did that during my time away from direct selling. And I honestly, Terry, thought I was going to be, forever just settling into Knoxville, Tennessee and reacquainting myself with family and friends and high school connections and being there for my parents. Now, all the while, I was a Juice Plus customer. Most people don't know that. I had eaten, and my family had eaten Juice Plus for almost 20 years. So we were, one of the first families kind of when everything was sold 1 month at a time and it came in the big boxes. So my husband, myself, and my family, now granted some years, we were more consistent than other years. I'm sure you have those experiences with your own customers, but we are very familiar with Juice Plus and nutrition and good health, and trying to be a mom who was gone a lot. I always, really tried to think about what that would mean for my children. So I just had a random meeting one day with my Juice Plus representative who was from Atlanta, and she had driven through Knoxville, and that was the beginning of a conversation. There was a gentleman that was traveling with her, just doing kind of what I love to do now. Anytime I have the chance to be in the field with you, in a car, meeting customers, I love that. It's one of my most favorite things ever. And so Ron Watkins was doing just that. And lo and behold, he and I struck up a conversation that lasted well over a year. And so the next thing I knew, I was intrigued by the Juice Plus company. I thought I would check it out a little bit incognito. So I showed up in Nashville at a conference and immediately fell in love. I loved everything about the people that I met, the training on stage, the professional and camaraderie that I saw. So we spent the next 4 or 5 months, I did, really exploring and doing some deep thinking about, did I really see myself re-entering into kind of the professional direct selling world again? And my husband, who's just the jewel, as a matter of fact, when the day came that we needed to move our family from Asheville, North Carolina to New York City for my for my Avon job, I was just certain he was going to say, no way. But instead, he said, absolutely. Those planes will fly north and south just as good as any. So if we get there and don't like it, we can always come home. So it was almost like replay of that. I said, what would you think? Juice Plus is interested, and I enjoy so much this work, and I don't even consider it work, just this service. And he said, absolutely, you should give it another run. You still have a lot of years ahead of you. So I said yes to the Juice Plus company about 3.5 years ago, and it's just been an absolute pleasure. I would consider all my years at Avon, I think they were just preparing me for this season of my life. So Terry, it's just been a blast. 3.5 years. I can't believe it's been. What I really can't believe is it's 16 days before conference. That's crazy. So that's a little bit about how I got here. And the future of Juice Plus is super exciting. I wish I could express to you the enthusiasm that is happening in your home office, and there's so many incredible initiatives that are being played through. And I know that so often in the field, you've heard us say, oh, it's coming. Oh, it's going to be great. I can tell you with everything I have, it really is going to be amazing. And I know we just celebrated 25 years as Juice Plus, 50 years if you wanted to consider all of the years that Jay Martin has been leading a great company.
Wow.
but the likelihood for us to exceed another 50 and be over work that's being done in collaboration with the field and the home office team, it's a really exciting, very exciting place, which leads me to your last question, which is all about Austin. And there's going to be so much information that's going to be shared in Austin. As a matter of fact, today on my whiteboard, I was drawing it all out just to make sure we hadn't forgotten anything. And everything from Paulo and Jay sharing their thoughts and their vision about, way down the road. And then Sean Hopkins, our COO, really talking, he has a lot of time on the main stage to talk about and what that looks like. What's the tangible piece that you are going to experience? And then myself and a couple of other very influential key field leaders will be introducing some of those really major milestones that you're going to start experiencing starting in January of 2020. It's just going to be super exciting. So revolutionary information coming from conference. No doubt about it, Terry. This is going to be, I said to a founder today, this is probably, if not the most, one of the most important conferences people would want to be a part of. No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting.
I know that in Ashland, you shared, what did you call it? All things digital, or?
Yeah, I did.
Can you give us just a nugget of what that is?
Yeah. So we know that, I get asked the question a lot when I'm sitting in meetings in the home office, and those meetings consist of, our COO and the founder and CEO and just a lot of people who just genuinely care so much about the future and securing that. And they ask me occasionally, what's the biggest barrier? What's the biggest thing that's, if we could do one thing, Janet, what would it be? And that's a very complicated question, but in order for us to be around for another 25 years, we need to recruit the people that you all were 25 years ago. I mean, we need to recruit that young, excited, passionate go-getter who's, all in to work hard this business and love on people. And we have to be relevant to that. Yes, we have to be relevant to our own needs. And I put myself, as I look at some of these faces, these beautiful faces that are on this call, I put myself in your category in many occasions where predominantly our demographic is 50, or maybe a little older. And, but we didn't start that way 25 years ago. We were young and exciting, and we were a group of people who were looking to create their own pathways and create opportunity to fuel their family and their lives and make a difference. That same person is looking to Juice Plus today.
She froze.
She's looking for that next 25 years. She's looking to change the life of her family. She's looking to create an opportunity for herself. And in order for us to do that, we have to meet the needs of those people today while staying relevant to the rest of us. But we also have to meet that need. And that person, her needs are different from my needs. She needs technology. She needs quick. She needs everything mobile. She wants it fast. She wants it non-complicated. She wants information at her fingertips. Just the fact that we don't have chat on our call into a call center that runs from 8 to 5. That's a beautiful thing. However, these people do business all hours of the day and night from different markets. I'm traveling here and there, and they need speed. So we have to do something. That's been my answer. We have to do something digitally that will meet the needs of what I refer to as the next generation of people, whatever that age is. But today it's 30, 35. She's a young mom. She's making decisions about running her household and her family. 10 years from now, it's going to be the next 30 or 35-year-old. So we've got to constantly be relevant. And one of the most exciting things you're going to hear at conference is, and I know you've heard it from us before, but we are so close. We are running simulations. We've got test groups of representatives right here in the United States testing some things that at some point after the first of the year will become an opportunity for all of us. So imagine, if you will, maybe Terry, I meet you in the coffee shop and I strike up a conversation with you. And the next thing I know, just based on a general, how is your morning going? We get into this relationship conversation where I realize, wow, she's really interested in the same things I'm interested in. And rather than having to send you, Terry, to my website, which is clunky and slow and not always the most friendly, what if I could send you to a website that featured articles that were health related, or that were that showcased our community of people in addition to our great product, and allowed you to explore beyond just 6 bottles on a flat screen? What if there was a way that you could engage and read blogs about articles and pieces of information that's relevant to you? And what if then we followed that up and I said to you, I'm going to send you a text message, and inside that text message, there's going to be some products that I know that you're super excited about reading more about. And when you get that text message, Terry, all you have to do is click on that link, and voila, your cart is already built, and all you have to do is place your order. You don't have to come back. You don't have to call me. You don't have to give me a credit card on a napkin. You don't have to do any of those things. And we're testing that. We have about a dozen representatives right here in the US who've been doing that all summer long, sharing their cart with their customers, and it's working. We've had a few little nuances along the way that we needed to fix, but that's just one example. Another example is, what if you were able to tell, maybe after Terry is now a customer of mine, and I know that Terry's super interested in health, just maybe she's a yogi and she's really trying to get back into a lifestyle that is attractive to her. What if I could create for her every day on an app that's just Juice Plus specific? I could plan it out on a Sunday night. I could say, this month I want Terry Luongo to get these different advertisements or articles and these blogs. And oh, by the way, every morning at 9:15, I'm going to send her an alert that says, did you take your Juice Plus today? This is why you're going to take your Juice Plus today. Wouldn't that be fabulous? We have that, and it's already being tested in Europe. They've got about 400 representatives now that have been using that. You're able to create content that's specific. Maybe I've got someone else who's a young mom and they need information about raising children, packing healthy lunches, making good choices for dinner time solutions, recipes that are family related. I can do that in an app where I build it all in, and I now get to communicate with that person every single day, of which I'm not really doing it every day. I plan it in advance, and every day it automatically feeds that customer information about family related nutrition, and we can do that. So we have people right now that have been doing that for the better part of a year. And so it's coming. There's so many other things, your virtual office. And I know, that's probably been one of the things that has been most looming, is this whole virtual office, when. And we had an opportunity just a few weeks ago to put something in your hands. And at the last second, it didn't do what I was hoping that I was going to see that it did. And I said, I don't want to disappoint anybody. So we held back, and I know that was sad to some, but I want to make sure that we're going to be able to give you, why? Because that millennial, that 30-year-old, she does not have the patience, nor should she have to, accept less the best from us. So it's technology is very close, and it is not going to happen overnight. And what I mean by that is you're not going to get up on a Tuesday and everything's going to be different. You're going to start seeing differences all throughout 2020. We've been doing a lot of work. People are like, how much longer? How much longer? If you could only see how much work has been done kind of underneath the bed skirt, so to speak. There's so much work that's been done. And we have a lot to be excited about. And a lot of people have worked tirelessly to make it wonderful. We've come a long way. I know it might not in some days feel like it when the virtual office goes down and you try to delay an order and you get shipped to and a few weeks ago, but we're getting there. So much to be excited about, Terry, and all things digital is going to be the thing. So back to my original thought is when I get asked the question, what's that one thing? Technology to me is really that one thing. We've got, listen, Terry, this is not an exaggeration. When we bring a new person on into the business and the fact that they say to us, what? You're going to send me $100 check? I mean, that's great. I hit my HLP, but what am I supposed to do with the check? And you think I'm kidding. They don't function with paper checks anymore. We hand stuff thousands of checks every month. Why? We should be having everybody on direct deposit and immediately, but instead, I mean, it's kind of like we've done that for so long. It's just like expected, but there's so many things that we could be doing differently to speed up the process. While we speed things up, we have got to make sure, though, that we create those moments of recognition and opportunity to acknowledge their success. And I think we can figure out ways to do that without having to slow down the process in the meantime. So super excited.
Janet Black. Okay. Bob Proctor Institute this week said that companies, smart companies, are investing in hiring creative people. And that is Janet Black. You are creative, you're smart, you're fun, you're relevant, and Janet, you're an agent of change. So we are blessed to have you. We'll see you in what, 16 days?
Yes, I actually will be there in 15 days. I think I get there a day or two before you guys arrive. And
I'll see you there too.
Yes, you'll be there too. And there's a great group of people who are putting all the final touches on all things Austin, from the confetti cannons to the lighting, to the signage, to just, it's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope that you take full advantage of everything that is extended to you. I think conference is probably, can be the most pivotal part of an individual's career in this company.
I think so too.
Conference, and you think, you walk away and you're like, that's great, but you didn't meet anybody new, and you didn't share a phone number, and you didn't get somebody's Zoom, you didn't connect with somebody through then you've missed. This is a chance to be with some of the brightest people, most successful individuals. And so I encourage you to encourage your people to come and be more than just, a hiney in the seat. They need to really be out and about and getting to know people and connecting and sharing. So encourage that.
Amen. Thank you, Janet. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you so much, and we'll see you in a couple days.
You've got it. So I'm going to log off so you guys can finish, and I will talk to you later, Terry Luongo.
Okay, I love you, honey. Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere, because I want to give some shout outs. I want to celebrate a few people. Okay, we wrapped up the month of September so strong, like 750 new customer orders, 30 new people coming to team. It was amazing. And this is important this month because this feeds into what we're doing in Austin for our overall great big team celebration. I'm going to be raffling off $2,000 at our gathering. Okay, on Friday, I said $2,000. And I'm going to real quick, Remember I told you that if you got 5 new customer orders this month, that your name would be dropped in 1 extra time? And if you got 10 extra customers in the month of September, your name would be dropped into the raffle 2 times, okay? So are you ready? All right, these are the people whose names are going to be dropped in more than once, okay? All right, Angie Stevens, Aaron Kinzer, Paula Culbreth, Landon Barron, Michelle Clay, Jennifer Baker, Elisa Albers, Hillary Keith, Janice Stevenson, Pamelia Parker, Joan Hunter, Jen Grubb, right here, Carrie Thompson, okay, Allison Cornish, Rachel Barkley on the phone with her Saturday, Rebecca Padilla, Jamie McKellar, Heather Bender, okay? Now these people now, these are like 8 or more. Sonia Marquez, Yvette Oxford, Sarah Winstead, Tracy Small, Robin Small. And now these people right here, over 10 new AROs in September. Okay, Jeannie Wheeler, Stephanie Fletcher on the call tonight, one of our leaders, Abby Nolan. Oh my God, surprise, surprise. Abby's in it to win it every month. Amy Hopkins does it again. Sharina McMahon does it again. And here on our call, brand new partners, okay, they're looking at each other. Okay, Chantel and David Henderson in the system 4 days, 4 days. Okay, 18 new AROs in 4 days under Jen Grubb, tutelage of Jamie Cantrell. Guys, that is like extraordinaire, extraordinaire. Oh my gosh, I have a feeling we're going to be seeing them often. Okay, I have like 3 minutes. Okay, our get together in San Antonio. All right, remember, I'm not feeding you. Okay, I'm not feeding you. You have to be back in the assigned rooms, okay, 5 minutes to 1 o'clock. The first $100 raffle will be raffled at 5 minutes to 1. All right, we'll be celebrating new people, the Express Fast Track sales coordinators, all that. Now, okay, let's sweeten the pot. I'm going to be sending to all the NMDs, the people that have registered to participate. You need to register to participate. It's an Eventbrite link. You have to do that so I'll know who you are. Remember, you get a chance at the $2,000 raffles by being a first-time conference attendee. If you've done an HLP this month or you've wrapped up a 2,000 plus, your name goes in extra times. So I thought I would sweeten the deal. Are you ready? All right, tomorrow, October 1st through the 14th, 2 weeks. Anyone that accomplishes a legitimate 5-1, 5 new customer orders, 1 new representative who has at least 1 order in the system, all right, and your name will go into the drawing, the raffle, 10 times. 10 times. You have to be in it to win it. All right. Okay, you guys are getting ready to jump on your own calls. I don't think I've ever talked so fast in my whole life. Remember, as we wrap this up, success happens by design, my friends, not by accident. Thank you, everybody. I love you. See you soon. Peace and blessings. Boom.